Welcome back to BSides Pittsburgh 2025. We're here at the Rivers Casino. My name is Justin Lieblein. I'm one of the co-hosts at Distilled Security Podcast, and I'm here with
Brian Contos.
Brian Contos. You know, it's been so long, I forgot your name already.
No worries. No, it's a great show. You're meeting like 1,000 people.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So, Brian, thank you so much for joining us here and everything.
For sure, Justin.
So, you're talking today.
Yep.
You mind going over a little bit what you're talking about, title, a couple of bullet points?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's all about cloud hacking.
Okay.
So we're going to show some examples of how you hack applications in the cloud, identity, cloud infrastructure like AWS, Google, Azure. So it's really kind of diverse, but it's all around what are the threats, how intruders can get in, and then what you can do to mitigate those risks as well on the back end.
Okay, that sounds awesome and everything. And you're covering multiple platforms, it sounds like, from Google to AWS and all that
We
stuff?
are. You know, there's the main platforms, there's the main identity players, and then there's like a gazillion SaaS applications out there, right?
Yeah,
and they all have different security.
all that stuff and everything.
Yeah, so much stuff out there.
Yeah.
So a lot of doors in, right?
So just a couple of things you're covering.
Just a couple things, yeah. The cool thing about it is a lot of people think about cloud security, they think about prevention.
Okay.
Like prevention's important, of course.
Yeah.
We do the same thing, for on-prem. But this is all about detection and response. When it gets past that prevention, what can you do? How can you quickly mitigate those risks? So sort of reduce the dwell time and make sure you're reducing sort of the economic impact on your organization.
Yeah, that's one of the things I do a lot of consulting, and when we talk about incident response, I'm like, it's not if, it's when. You should plan on a when,
Absolutely.
type of thing. Don't think you have the perfect prevention plan. Something will happen at some point,
right?
Type of thing.
And at Mitiga, we do a lot of incident response as well, in addition to being a cloud detection and response solution. So we're always getting called in and they're saying, hey, can you help me? Sure, let's go ahead and look at your logs. Or what cloud logs? Right? It's like, man, we got to start at some point to help you out. Yeah.
Great. So from an audience perspective, what's a couple of things you want them to walk away with from the talk?
Absolutely. So first off, cloud security matters. We can't assume that our infrastructure providers are going to take care of it. Identity, SaaS application. You got to do security in the cloud.
AWS. They handle all my stuff, right?
Yeah, you just plug it in, it's good to go.
Yeah.
So you got to pay attention just like on-prem.
Okay.
Further, like I mentioned earlier, you have to think beyond prevention. You have to think about detection and response. They really go hand in hand. The bad guys hope you just focus on detection or on prevention, but we all know that you need to get past that, right? You need to treat it just like you do on-prem and be able to respond when things occur.
Gotcha.
And the next thing I want people to take away is, logs matter. And a lot of people say, we'll take Amazon, for example. Oh, I've got guard duty, or maybe I've got, some other little bits and pieces. But each one of those log parameters that you turn on or off has like 20 different parameters under it. And people shut everything down and just take the bare minimum, which means when you're actually doing an investigation, you can't get value.
Gotcha.
So we're saying you got to turn on the fire hose, leverage like a distributed data lake or something like that. Don't stick it in a SIM. That's not going to scale. That's going to break everything because there's so much data. But collect the log data, save it for about 3 years so you can actually do forensic analysis.
3 years, really? Yeah. You recommend 3 years?
We do, and that's across everything. VPC flow logs, DNS, right? All that information across everything. Identity,
so you're going to be fighting up against the people that are like, that's expensive storage,
Historically, it's been expensive, right?
Yeah.
And not to pitch anything what we do at Mitiga, but we're all about a distributed data lake. We don't even charge customers based on storage. So you have a petabyte tomorrow. Tomorrow you have 20 petabytes. That's okay with us. Turn it up. We've built a mechanism that allows us to scale without you hurting your security capabilities.
Oh, that's very cool and everything. Yeah. So we're at the conference here at BSides. What's some of the stuff you're looking forward to in the conference here?
Yeah, there's so many great talks. A lot of the talks are really getting deep dive into like incident response. Some of them are getting into vulnerability exploitation. I always love those. But honestly, it's outside of the talks. I mean, there's what, like 1,000+ people here
I think
today?
about almost 1,200. Yeah,
1,200 people. All these conversations in the hallways are great, whether they're people that are right out of college or folks that have been doing this for 30 years. That's what I really love. So just excited to mingle with everybody.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us and everything. So, and thank you to the audience. We're going to be doing all these throughout the day and get them up. So stay tuned. Thank you.